News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Tramel, and the Thunder has drawn the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. And here, after 82 games, I have to say, pretty good draw for the Thunder.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting series as we saw those last two games between the two. Here at the end of the regular season, the playoffs could be more of that kind of fun. From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Press Row is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, is this a 7-game series in the making? Is that the kind of dramatics that we're setting up to see here?
I really don't think so. Denver's a wonderful team, a wonderful story. After the trade of Carmelo Anthony, they went 17-6, did a really nice job retooling the franchise, not just for this season, but for years to come. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's a very good matchup for the Nuggets. I think for a couple things. One, they're a little bit banged up. Nene is banged up. Birdman is banged up. Aaron Afalo just coming back from injury. Ty Lawson turns his ankle Wednesday night. The Denvers need to be at full strength to handle Oklahoma City, and I don't think the Nuggets are. And the other thing is this, it just seems like a bad matchup. The two little point guards that Denver likes to play together, Thunder handled that very well in those two victories last week. Denver doesn't have a natural defender to put on Kevin Durant. Not a Gerald Wallace or Trevor Ariza, all kinds of people Tony Allen, all kinds of people floating around the Western Conference that sort of give Durant headaches. None of them play in Denver. I think this is going to be a relatively easy series for the Thunder. I think Oklahoma City wins in 5.
Wow, and that would be a pretty dramatic thing because here's a franchise since moving to Oklahoma City. They haven't ever won a playoff series. They obviously pushed the Lakers to 6 games, but that's the extent of their playoff experience, and they lost that series. It was great fun last year watching the Thunder against the Lakers, but they're going to have to go on the road, win games. And I think they can. I think winning in Denver the way that they did that in the last 10 days of the regular season was really important from a mental standpoint for the Thunder. To be able to go into Denver, to be able to handle the altitude, say what you will, but the air is thinner up there and these guys are running around, and so the energy you expend, you have to think that that's a factor. And a team that had been so hot. The Nuggets were coming off at that point a huge win in LA, and so there were all these factors setting up to say, maybe this is going to be a struggle. They went into Denver, won pretty handily. Obviously, you get the playoff atmosphere, Barry, and the intensity goes up. But winning in Denver, I think, was huge. I think it sets the Thunder up really well in this series.
What I've seen out of the Thunder is this. They've become a team built for the playoffs. They used to be a racehorse team when Jeff Green and Westbrook and Durant were running around. But with Kendrick Perkins, they become a slower, more methodical, more grinded-out team, which is exactly what happens in the playoffs. I think Oklahoma City is built for the playoffs. I'm not sure the Nuggets are.
Yeah, and I think that the inside presence of Kendrick Perkins, we've talked about it a lot since the Thunder acquired him. It's for good reason, because it's going to come to the fore even more in this playoff series. He and Nene go head-to-head, forehead-to-forehead, essentially, in that game in Denver, and then have another go at it here in Oklahoma City. That's going to be, I think, where you see this series turn. I mean, obviously, Kevin Durant's going to be Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook's going to be Russell Westbrook. But Kendrick Perkins and the presence that he brings inside, I just think that is going to be a place where Oklahoma City can dominate. Kendrick Perkins is not going to score a bunch of points. That's not what I'm suggesting. But I do think that interior presence that he brings, pairing with Serge Ibaka, I think they win that interior battle. I think that sets them up well to really play well against the Nuggets and win this series. It'd be a huge thing for the Thunder. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.